it is really an unfortunate, but it's not news. Because as an activist, I've been fighting this and has been following the trend of crime, and has been fighting for government to really strategically work toward bringing it down. And the sadness of it all is that the people are not listened to. This is something that was destined to happen. We could see the escalation where our police stations were robbed of their firearms. Police officers are robbed of their firearms, and we find that these firearms are killing the people. And so there is no law. The perpetrator always finds a loophole, because the laws that we are still using in courts, unfortunately, is laws that does not speak to what we as a people are faced with now. And the reluctance that we do not really want to look at it and change laws and adapt the law so that it can benefit the people and not the perpetrator as much. The other thing for me, you find that these perpetrators are the very same people that have offended before. And so we do not have a database of where we can go to and say, this person has used a firearm and this is seriousness of his crimes. He gets incarcerated, 15 years means 5 years. And then what have we done? We've done nothing. And so for me it is, let us as a people, but also as our government, because they are the people that makes the laws. We must be harsh and really step on it to bring crime down, because myself as an activist have to be in safety and the perpetrators are out and living a free life. Me and my family have to be locked down. And so the reality is the victim will stay the victim, and the sadness is, besides the person that has been killed, the impact that it has on the family, the offspring, is far worse, and nobody looks back on it. Few years back, 5 years back, the minister said, the MEC said, that unfortunately, our people is going to be worse off because why there's no more spaces in prison to keep the offenders there, and they are all going to be released amongst the people. Then already I cried. I said, why? Because there's alternatives of doing rehabilitation onto these offenders, and it's not about just letting them out amongst the people, because some of them are seriously ill, mentally ill. And then we have the drug epidemic that fuels what is happening. And so worse, it will get worse. I don't know if there's a word to explain to our people that, you know, we are at a verge where gangs, especially in the Western Cape, but nationally, is going to infiltrate our government next year in the elections. And that is the dangerous part we're walking on. Organized crime has made its footprint. I've seen it in communities. They're getting contracts. They are part of the business world in our local government, while our youth out there is not even getting a job that really wants to change their lives around. That results where they find themselves part of a gang, part of robbing, part of blowing up the ATMs. And so this is where our people are standing. They have to fend for themselves.
Roegshanda, just listening to your comments, would you say that it is indeed the police, the justice system, which seems to be failing our people? Because you are saying that the arrests are being made. You also speak of illegal firearms here. Arrests are being made. The perpetrators are then, not even taken to prison or, let go. Would you say here that it is indeed, whether it is the police or the justice system, that seems to be failing communities in South Africa?
It's the judiciary system, because our investigating officers can investigate, Once the case goes to court, it's out of their hands. They have done their job. And they are not in control what happens after that. Yes, I would agree. Our police stations on community level, investigating officers don't have all the resources to do their work effectively and build solid cases. We also have where people must play a part, but people are afraid because they are not protected, so they would not testify, they would not say what they've seen. And I can understand it fairly because I'm walking this journey now for the past 5 years. The moment I was done testifying, the police was done with me. I was on my own. And so that is the reality our people face. We cannot say the people should speak up and step forward and testify because there's no protection for them. But our judiciary system, is our courts equipped to handle what is coming to them? Because the harsh reality is that even within our courts, corruption is rife.